with Jack.
Hello.
We're both on the horticulture team here at Philbrook, and we wanted to give you a behind-the-scenes tours of our greenhouse, tell you a little bit about why we have it and how we use it.
All right, you guys ready? You want to follow us inside?
So, a lot of you probably know that a lot of plants don't survive our winters here in Oklahoma, mainly tropical plants. So that's why we mainly have this in the first place, is to keep those alive. But other than that, we propagate some plants for our own garden use. We do order a lot from the local places. And then Jack oversees the edible teaching garden. So he starts all of his vegetables in here.
Not all, but a lot of them. Some of the ones that don't like to be transplanted, we start out in the garden, or other ones in the fall. These are some fun vegetables that some of the homeschool kids actually started. So there's some basil, there's some peas, we've got some corn.
Yeah, if any of you are part of our homeschool program and recognize those, your kids might have planted them.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, they see them.
So we have a mister going right now. You might see some splashes on the screen. It's super hot today, so we are cooling down the greenhouse in as many ways as we can. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit about how we start our plants and the process we go through to get them to the right size. Over here we start, this is how like 80% of the stuff that I start gets done, and that is in these small little plug trays, you'll see. And then this mixture is 2 parts perlite and 1 part vermiculite, and we have these nice heat mats that are actually unplugged now because it's super hot. And we typically have some misters running, but we don't today. So after this, it typically takes like a month for most plants to be ready to move up from here to this size of 4-inch pot over here. Whenever we plant them, we want them to look like this. These are ready. You see how those roots are all over that guy. So those are going to be ready to plant like about this size. Do you want to talk about your seeds a little bit?
Yeah, sure. I work with the chef, usually up at Kitchen 27, and him and I come up with some ideas about certain things he wants for the menu, and then also we can't reinvent the growing season, so we have to work with what we do, but we like to grow unusual varieties, and so one of the other things I like to do is to try new things. And so if you guys look over here on these white trays right here, I kind of sow my seeds a little bit different than Alicia does, because out in the edible teaching garden I grow a lot of different vegetables and a lot of different varieties. And so instead of singular cell, putting each seed in a small cell, I actually sow them out thickly in large rows. And when they come up, then I usually, the technical term is called pricking, is I separate them out and then put them into 18-pack trays, and then we grow them up to put in the garden. And if you guys want to follow me, we can walk into the back and I can show you some of the ones that we've transplanted already. So, got some of the broccoli that didn't make it out versus some of the other ones that did. So we like to keep a little bit of some backup just in case something happens to the plants, some pests. Somebody steps on them, unfortunately. Other things happen, so usually we keep some backups. Got some lemongrass here. If you guys got to try any of that beer Cabin Boys brewed last year, it was infused with some of this, which are nice. So we got some more homeschool plants. We got some beans, some more corn. We got some onions. I know I got a lot of stuff. This is kind of my zone back here. So a lot more of Alicia's succulents that she's growing for the rock garden. Those are sure fun.
Yeah, that's one thing everybody loves to see. These right here are Kalanchoe, mother of millions. They actually put off these little bitty baby plants on their leaves. Unfortunately, none of them are doing that right now. But and then they just drop and root out. They don't put seeds out. They just put little baby plants out. That's pretty cool. The rest of the succulents are right over here on that table. We've got right here, this is spotted agave. These can be perennialized here, actually. They do die over the winter to the ground, but they come back up as young plants. So we're planting, all of this stuff gets planted into our summer show for this year. That right there is called String of Bananas. It's a sedum. And then we've got our large century agave.
We actually got that from a staff member, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And those are those huge ones you see in Texas that bloom every 50 to 100 years, and then they die out after they bloom. They have these huge blooms. Talking like 50 feet in the air. Yeah.
A lot of carrying flower back here. And we kind of got a shady area. I don't know if you guys probably do recognize, these are the two ferns that we have that hang in the summer house, between two ferns. So, yeah.
So here's the segment where we move to Between Two Ferns with Jack Galifianakis.
Yeah, any questions you might have. So, yeah, sorry, it's kind of a short tour. It's about 1,200 square feet. It is made out of plate glass, which is really good for light transmission, but it's not so good for heat retention. So sometimes when it's really cold, I don't know if you guys have saw some of those heaters on the sides. We got to have those going full blast sometimes when it gets pretty cold in here.
We have a question. One question is, how long has the greenhouse been here? Do we know that?
Gosh, I don't know about that. Let's see.
I have no idea.
Ralph, I worked with Ralph. He was one of the recent people that have retired. He worked here for an amazing 46 years. And I believe this greenhouse was here when he was here.
Yeah.
And where Jeff started this video, if you were to turn around where we've made the cut flower garden, there's actually a poured concrete base where there used to be a hot house that was a matching greenhouse to this one.
What's a hot house versus a greenhouse?
A hot house is a house that is shaded like a lath house in the summertime. It's not heated, but it's kind of a, kind of almost like what we're in right now. It's kind of like a reprise for the summertime for some
It'll
plants.
keep it above freezing for the winter, but not. It doesn't typically have heaters, working heaters in it, and just more of a house, a little hot house with no.
Think of like a large cold frame.
Yeah.
Like a cold frame you can walk into.
Another question is, why is it so important to have a greenhouse? What can you do that you have a greenhouse that you couldn't do in the garden without a greenhouse?
Ooh, okay. One things you guys come in and you see some of those plumeria that have those beautiful flowers. So one of these, Alicia's done very well. She keeps them dormant. We haven't watered these all winter. But look, they're still green. Look at that. Some of them have even started to produce seed pods. Check them out. Down here in the back. See them look like bananas?
Yeah.
So one of the advantages of the greenhouse is you can keep a lot of plants that normally, like Alicia said, would die during this time of year. Or certain ones, like she also showed that spotted agave, those herbaceous that'll die back down to the ground. Maybe you want them bigger. So
When it's really cold outside, do you guys take breaks in the greenhouse to warm up?
I certainly have plenty of things to do here, enough to get out of the cold air for sure. It's a benefit on my account.
Yeah, good. All right.
definitely take breaks in winter time. These heaters are pretty nice.
All right. Well, that's it wrap, I think. Thank you, Jack.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you, Alicia.
Thank you.
All right. Here's the greenhouse one more time.